Hello everybody, today we're ranking British chocolates. We're doing a tier list. I do not quite have the budget to buy every single chocolate bar and try it myself, so we're just going to have to pretend. Okay, first up, Aero chocolate. Aero's a little bit of a weird one. I don't think the plain chocolate one's that good because I feel like you're missing something because it's empty. They're scamming you from like half a bar because the other half of it's air. So like, it's alright, but in this hot weather as well, I mean, we mustn't forget it's warm at the minute. I'm going to put Aero plain chocolate. It's bang average, isn't it? Aero peppermint. This is a much better flavour for me because it's that airy feeling, but it's actually nice because it's mint and it feels quite refreshing for a chocolate bar because of the air. That's when I like the air, when it's got a bit of flavour to it. If it's just chocolate, I don't care. Is it top or decent? It's good. There's better chocolate bars out there, though. I'm going to put decent because it does taste a little bit like toothpaste. And I love mint. I love mint chocolate. I love mint ice cream. I love mint in drinks. I love mints. But it does taste a bit like toothpaste, and that's okay, but it does. Okay, next up, After Eight. I love an After Eight. I've got a full box of them at the minute. I've had two, and like, oh boy, it's just so exciting, isn't it? Such an exciting time, especially like after a meal. You might be at your nan's house, and she goes, "Do you want an After Eight?" And I'm like, "Of course I do." There might be the rip-off Aldi ones, but they're still nice. The one thing I will say is it's not that much of a chocolate bar. It's more of a refreshing mint snack. Like, if I'm thinking, oh, I want a chocolate bar, that's not going to be my first pick because it's not a chocolate bar. It's like, it's a treat. It feels like a very expensive treat as well. And I think they're going to go top for me. In the top tier, that is, not like, well, not actually the top tier, the second top tier, but it's called top. Next up we have Boost, an underrated bar by many, I think. Although I do have about, I think I got 8 bars for Christmas and I've only had one, just because they're a little bit boring. The only way to eat a Boost, as they all say, is like, you get it and you eat all around like the caramel and chocolate, so you've got that thin, like, I call it a mud layer in the middle because it reminds me of mud. If you asked me maybe 7 years ago, I'd probably put it in top or god. But now it's just decent. It's better than a chocolate Aero, but it's just a bang average chocolate bar for me. It's good though. Next up we have a Bounty. Overhated by many, overrated by others. I think it's alright. It's nice. I'm not one of them who's going to defend Bounty in my life, but I'm not going to let anyone also spit dirt on its name because I quite like it. I don't think it's quite a top bar. I think it's a decent bar. Bounty's a decent. Who doesn't love a good Bounty? They're one of the best celebrations, dare I say. Dare I say. Ooh, Bourneville. Now, oh, this is another one I used to love. I remember Christmas Day, I must have been like 10 years old. Me and my brother actually were filming a video. It's like doing a Bean Boozle one. And I'm just chowing down on like half a bar of this Bourneville and he's calling me fat. And I'm like, oh, it's Christmas. It's better than the Bounty, I'd say. Better than the Boost. And ooh, I don't. Dark chocolate is like a tricky one, isn't it? I think there's a time and a place for it. I'm gonna put it just below the mint Aero. I was thinking about putting it top, but I think After Eight kind of clears that a little bit. Next up we have chocolate buttons, and I feel like everyone in the UK seems to love like the cute ones that they do, like Freddo's chocolate buttons. They're not really for me. They're nice, but I would never ever choose them. I'm gonna put them in average. It's just chocolate in a button shape. They're nice. They're nice in the fridge, but like they're one of those things I struggle to eat just because it's like they're too small, and then like if you try and suck it, you get like a chocolatey mouth. And if you try and chew it, they're all gone. Like, oh, it stresses me out. I like to make my food last. Is it a Karamak, as they're called? They're a weird one, aren't they? Is that like chocolate with like a thick layer of like toffee in the middle, like that hard glassy toffee? Or is that Dame actually? Is it? No, 1 minute, guys. Karamak chocolate bar. Oh, is it just like the white chocolatey caramelly one? I feel like white chocolate's a really weird one, but it's like caramel white chocolate, isn't it? I think it adds a little bit more than chocolate buttons. I'm going to put it at the top of average because it's one of those, like, every blue moon, maybe every, like, 4 years, every World Cup, perhaps, I might dig into a Karamak. Next up, we have Chomp, and they're rubbish for me. I'm never, ever going to choose a Chomp, ever. Is it just like a fudge, but chompier, whatever that means? All these 3 chocolates in average are a lot better than a Chomp for me, so I'm going to put it there, and I'm sorry, I know there's quite a few Chomp lovers out there. What are you going to do, Chomp me? Oh, and then we have Galaxy counters. Are these minstrels or are these different things? I'm guessing the Galaxy's equivalent of chocolate buttons, and I don't know if it's just the packaging, but these look way more appealing than them. And I'm going to put it in the bottom of decent. Cadbury's Cream Egg, and there's only one place this can go. No, I don't like them. I really don't like them. And when you see people eat them and they like suck the yolk out, oh, I don't like them, guys. I don't like them. We have a Crunchy next, which is just, it's not really much of a chocolate bar. Again, it's kind of loads of honeycomb and just put a bit of chocolate around it. It's like, you know when like you get a pack of fancy biscuits and then it's just like a chocolate one, but it's just a biscuit with a bit of chocolate around it. It's like, don't really care that much. But Crunchy, you're fine. I wouldn't probably choose you, but I think you do enough to be indecent. But I don't like the texture of Crunches. I'm Not one of those people who cares for texture at all. Like, oh, I can't eat my chicken if it's got a bit of crunch in it. But just like, I feel like the sound of crunch you can make when like your teeth are scraping goes through me a little bit. Like, it's not a very enjoyable eating experience for me, and it gets stuck in your teeth as well. So I might have to put it in average. And I think if you offered me one right now, I'd probably take a Karamak over it. Next up, we have a crunch. What the hell's a crunch? Oh, silly AI overview. Okay, we have Wikipedia. Crunch is a chocolate bar made of milk chocolate and crisp rice. First introduced in 1938. Right, we do not need a history lesson, but from what I've seen, that's what a crunch looks like. I can't put it too high because I've never had one. I do recognise it, but I've just never had it. I'm going to put it just below a Karamak. I don't know what it's about a Karamak, but it just looks quite tasty right now. I don't know if it's the weather talking or, you know, the World Cup, but something about it just looks nice. Next up, we have a Curly Wurly. These are one of them things like that are lovely until you're 13 and then you realise they're impractical. They've got holes in them as well, which maybe might scam you out of a little bit of chocolate. They're not dirt. I'd say they're probably the worst of average though. They're fine, and I respect the fun, and maybe when I'm older I'll grow into them again, but for now, you know, I'm a serious adult, and I've not got time for Curly Wurlies. Next up we have a Dame Bar, and this is what I thought the Karamak was earlier. It's just kind of a bit glassy. It's fun, but it's one of them that really, really gets in your teeth, and I don't really like that because it's a bit annoying. I feel like I prefer it to a Crunchy, and I've not had a Crunch before. Crunch and Crunchy are kind of twinning right now. I put it just above that, but I feel like Karamak's way better than a Dame. Okay, Dairy Milk Caramel. This is another one I feel like when I was a young boy, I used to love, because like it's just caramel, like it's just like liquid sugar in it. Just give me the chocolate without the caramel in it. To be honest, like if I was eating one, it's nice. It's a bit nicer than I thought actually that, but it's probably a bit sickly for me. I think having said all that though, it's gonna top a Karamak. And it's just missing out on the next tier because it's a good bar, isn't it? It's a good bar. Next up, we have the Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut. I do have this one in my drawer, I think, but I've not had it yet. I'm just not eating it at the minute. I don't know why, because I feel like I'm eating a lot, but it's not going down. And I've had this. I've had it before, but a while ago. And I think I like fruits and I like nuts. But put them together, and it's like, unless you want in a trail mix, it's not quite as good because I think I love nuts in chocolate, but I think when you have fruit, it feels like, am I trying to be healthy or not? Like I can't decide. It's still nice, and it probably goes. It goes to the bottom of decent. I think the counters might just be... In fact, no. Counters, you're getting beaten by that. Oh, next up, probably a fan favourite, it's fair to say. Dairy Milk Marvellous Creation. So, you take a little bit of jelly. Oh, is that popping candy in there, as they say? I feel the tingle on my tongue. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I think it's overrated. I will say that straight up. But it's something a bit fun and something a bit different. And I do like it. It feels like I'm at a fun fair when I eat it. Is it better than the Bounty? Ooh, where does this go? I'm a bit stuck, actually. I'm going to put it just below Bourneville. Attention, guys. 1 minute. Just going to do a little switcheroo. I think a Bounty beats a Boost. And I think a Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut does as well. Dairy Milk Oreo. I think this is another one. When you get in maybe into your tweenies year, which is like when you're you're pre-teen, you're almost there. This is one, like, I think everyone goes through an Oreo phase, don't they, where they love Oreos. It's a nice one, although it does taste a bit like, not taste, but feels like you're eating chalk because it's like really gritty Oreo-ness, but it is nice. Having said all that, I like Oreo stuff. Yeah, I could get behind this. I think I'm going to put it there, just because I imagine if you eat the whole bar of that, you're going to feel sick, but you could eat all of them after 8 and still be craving chocolate, so, you know. Next up we have Dairy Milk Whole Nut. This is a delicious bar. Right, I really like this one. It's just something about chocolate and nut. They complement each other so well. In each block, you get a whole nut. What could be better than that? And I'm going to put it in top. I don't think it's better than after 8, but it's a really, really solid bar. Dairy Milk, just plain old chocky wocky. This needs to be like a bit cold to be nice, I think. Dairy Milk can be a little bit like mushy. I feel like it melts quite quick. So keep it in the fridge. It's nice. It's nice. Where do I put it? I think I always prefer my chocolate to have stuff in it, me. I think it's just above a Boost. Next up we have Double Decker. This one, we all go for a Double Decker phase. I keep saying this. Everything that comes up, we go through a phase of them, don't we? Double Deckers now, they're very meh. I mean, I could be like the youth and say mid. I don't really like that word though. But that if I was going to use that word, I'd probably describe them with them. They're just not much going on for me, and they're going in average tier for me. I prefer them to a Curly Wurly, and that's about it. Eclairs, these are like the worst ones. Is it Celebrations they're in? They're just a bit rubbish, aren't they? They get in your teeth. What you meant to do is suck them like a mint, and then you got like weird chocolate coming out of it, and that makes me a bit uncomfortable. I mean, it's just like a Curly Wurly though, isn't it? Really, it's kind of a reformed version of that, just into a little ball. But I think you can have more fun with a Curly Wurly. This is like an inside-out Curly Wurly if it had no fun. I'd say Chomp's better than it, but it's better than the cream egg. Ooh, next up we have Ferrero Rocher. If you have these, you're doing well, let me tell you that. The thing with these, there's a lot going on. You've got the crisp outer coating of chocolate and wafer, and then you've got the gooey insides of this indulgent chocolate sauce and a nut in the middle to top it off, and you know I like nuts. And also on the outer shell, I believe there is bits of nuts sprinkled on there, like you get a bit of a crunch from the wafer and the nut. It's a really delightful experience, because let me tell you, it's not a chocolate bar. It is a dessert and an experience. So, it's just one of those, it always hits when you have it. Not worth the price. What, you get about 3 or 4? That's probably going to cost you like £2, which is outrageous. How much do I like them? I think they're going to the top tier. And, right, apart from the mint one, so 2 of the 3, they have nuts in. So, if you ever feed me a chocolate bar, get nuts in it. A flake. Does anyone actually eat a flake on its own? I feel like that'd be nice, but I just, as much of a daredevil to do it. I feel like it has to go on an ice cream. Flake on its own, it's just like a plain chocolate. It's in a fun shape though. I'm sure it'd be nice. I'll put it there. I think it'd probably be a bit nicer than just having plain dairy milk. But then, if we get Oreo involved and that sort of thing, it's got to go above there. Next up, Freddos. I kind of have a little bit of a beef with Freddos. Not only the price, but just like, I don't know, there's something about like really smooth, weird chocolate for kids that I don't really crave anymore. And I feel like I always see them at my work, so now I'm just kind of like a bit put off Freddos. It's Freddo caramel, right, so it's got a bit more going on about it. It can't go anywhere else but average for me. I prefer it to a Curly Wurly for practical uses. And we'll put it there. Okay, now a plain Freddo. It's probably just got to go the same one. I'll put it above a double decker just because I just think a double decker is a weak chocolate bar, personally. And I'm sorry to say it. I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to run out of room, and I don't know what's going to happen, guys. So the screen might shrink, all sorts, because I try and edit these on my computer, but my laptop. But I'm not very good at editing on my laptop yet, so bear with me. Next up, we have Fry's chocolate cream. There's cream in there. The next one says peppermint, so I would guess that's mint cream already, but it's not. I don't think research is going to get me anywhere with this one. I'm kind of just have to guess. So this is like more of a just cream. It's not mint cream, it's just cream. And that would be an uncomfortable eating experience for all involved, to be honest with you. If I've got this wrong, I'm sorry, and I just don't feel like researching this one. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Are you okay with that, guys? I'll take it over Freddo caramel. It'll go just below the Freddo, I think, of average. Okay, screen sorted out somewhat. Fry's peppermint cream this time, so this is going to be a minty one. That one might be mint as well, I don't know. I feel like they're also going to go on average just because, I mean, it's not too far off an After Eight, but it's in if an After Eight had a lot more goo than it does, like a thick After Eight, like a double stuff After Eight, but triple stuff probably. It might be a little bit too much. Where we're going to go with this one, just looking at that, how much do I fancy it? Probably, I mean, I like the mint flavour. It can go just above the plain chocolate. Next up we have a fudge, and another one I never actually choose. It's one of them you get in. Is it No, it's not Celebrations. It's Heroes, isn't it? I think it's meh. I like fudge, but I feel like just in the chocolate it feels really cheap. Probably because it's cheap fudge. I'll pick it over a Curly Wurly if I have the choice. Ooh, onto the Galaxies now. Galaxy Smooth Caramel. So this is just their take on the Dairy Milk Caramel, wherever that is. I prefer this, and I like the way to do it more. It feels more fun. Probably just the same but better, you know what I mean? So it's just going to go just above you. Next one is Galaxy Cookie Crumble. I remember when this hit the streets, it was like amazing. It was what a time to be around. I loved Galaxy as well. It comes in the tin foil. It feels like a premium chocolate rather than just like the plastic packaging of Cadbury. So it's, you know, it's a little bit better. It's a nice one, this one. It's got a bit going on, a bit of crunch. Not my favourite one of all. It would probably be nice if it was like brownie pieces for me. Don't know how easy that is to, you know, make and put it on a shelf. It might go a bit stale. But it's a good chocolate bar. It is a good chocolate bar. And I'm going to put it above the Oreo one, because I suppose it's kind of similar, but below Marvellous Creations. And maybe Bounty is too high, guys, but I quite like Bounties. And then we just have plain Galaxy Chocolate. It's nice. I like plain Galaxy Chocolate. I think I prefer it to the Dairy Milk Oreo, so it's just below that. Oh god, now the screen's moved again, guys. Stupid ad is ruining my video right now. Okay, next up, Hershey's. That is not a British chocolate, thank you very much. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. I've had one once. It's like it's like eating addictive sick. It's like if someone was sick sugar, that's what it tastes like. No more comment. Next one, Bueno. This is the white one first. These had the hype and they're still good, but I think there's better stuff out there. I do like a Bueno, don't get me wrong. And that seems like quite a negative thing. I really like them, alright? Especially this one. I think this flavour's slightly better. It's better than Marvellous Creations. But I think I'd just pick Bourneville over it. So Bueno, you are there, my friend. And then his dark milk chocolate friend comes along. Ever so slightly worse, but I don't think he's bad enough to drop many points. I'd take a Marvellous Creation and a Bounty over him. But that's like this to this fractional distillation. Like exceptional. Kinder Surprise. Now, I am too old to get these now, I think. I've grown out of them, although I probably wouldn't pass the choke test. I probably accidentally choke on it. They're nice, aren't they? But you don't get much chocolate on them. The chocolate's nice. Where does it go, though? I put it... Oh, no, I put it above... Oh, no. Okay, oh, it's going up, We'll put it there. Just below the caramel ones. Just because the lack of chocolate you get with them is a little bit rubbish. Kit Kat, plain old Kit Kat. This is just like the big one. I like wafers, but there's too much wafer to chocolate for me. It doesn't really feel like a chocolate bar. It feels like a Wafer Delight Crunch or whatever. They're fine, but they're not that good. I think there's a time and place for a Kit Kat. It can go... I think a Crunch is better than a Kit Kat. I know I said I don't like the sound, but okay. Yeah, you're going there, Kit Kat. And then we've got Kit Kat Chunky. They're better. They are better. Don't get me wrong. Not by loads, but... These just remind me of being at a football match and my granddad would give us a Kit Kat Chunky at half time. It's just what you did back then. And for that, for the memories as well as what it is, I think I put it above a Crunchy. Kit Kat Chunky Peanut Butter, I was lucky enough to have one of these once. And I think it always really excites me when there's like new flavours and stuff. And then they're always quite underwhelming. This was probably the same. It was fine, but it's just quite wafery. I think I'd prefer it to a normal Kit Kat if I got it for one now. And I think for that, it can go above Karamak and can go there. Next up, we have Lindor. And these are the Lindor balls. I like 50, 100 billion pounds for about 10. And they're not even that nice anymore because they're not melted in the middle. They're like kind of like solid gooiness rather than like a liquid, which is a bit rubbish for me. I think the fine bang average chocolate anyway. Like, it tastes expensive, but there's better options out there, to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest. And you can go above... I'd prefer a Kit Kat to it. I'd prefer a Kit Kat. Oops, where have you gone? And you know what? Yeah, I prefer an Aero over it. I just don't think they're very good anymore. Okay, then we've got the Lindor Chocolate Bar variant. I've never had this, so I'm going to have to imagine it, everyone. I'm going to have a bite into chocolate. I never do that, but... Oh, bit my mouth a little bit there, that hurt. It's nice, it's nice. The chocolate's there, the format is better than a plain Lindor as well. And I think it's going to overtake the Dame and the Caramel and the Kit Kat Chunky, and it's going to go just below a Kinder Surprise. Then with the Lime Bar, a white variant. I've never really had that before, so I can imagine it. The thing with the Lime Bar, I feel like it's a lot of bark, but not a lot of bite, if that makes sense, because I think there's a lot going on, and when you bite into it, it's very like crispy and like, ooh, but then it's missing that next flavour, maybe a bit of nut, maybe a bit of something, you know what I mean? Because I think it's just like crisp rather than nuts in there. I don't know, it's missing a bit of something for me. Probably better than a Kit Kat Chunky, put it there. And I think this one's just the same, it's just milk chocolate. And maybe I'd actually prefer a white chocolate one just for a change, just because I get a bit bored of these. When a Kit Kat Chunky was not available at the football match, a Lion Bar was normally the replacement. I'm going to put it just below, just because if I was trying one, I'd probably try the white one. Might not like it, but I'd try it. Magic Stars next. These remind me of vending machines. These are the type of thing you get like after swimming. And oh my, they just taste so nice. I don't know what it is about these. I don't know if it's the shape, but like if you leave these to chill for 5 minutes in the fridge and then have them, it's probably one of the best experiences you'll have in your whole life. I'm going to put it just below Dairy Milk Marvellous Creation. They're really good. There's just something about them. They're so like... refreshing almost. Malteser buttons next. So I'm guessing these are chocolate buttons, but it's got like little bits of like Malteser crisp in there. Maltesers are decent, but again, I have a crunchy situation where I eat them and that squeeze, like, oh my god, that sound, that is the one thing that goes through me. I can't, ooh, makes me a bit uncomfortable. I struggle to eat Maltesers. I have to suck them instead because I don't like that sound when it creaks on your teeth. In button form, I think that problem's a bit suppressed, isn't it? I think the chocolate on Maltesers isn't the best chocolate in the world. I'm going to put it below the Kit Kat Chunky in average. Then we have actual Maltesers. You know my feelings on them, and I feel like for that it has to go kind of around where the crunchy is. But I prefer them. I do really like them, but it's just every time I bite into one, it sends a shiver down my spine, and I don't know what's wrong with me. Mars Bar, I feel like this is kind of like a staple of chocolate, but it's not that good. Something missing for me, some nuts probably. The nougat's just a bit weird. It just feels like a bit like sloppy. It's a sloppy chocolate bar, and it can't be anywhere but average. Call me crazy. And there's not loads in average I prefer over it, to be fair. Below the plain ones, and yeah, they're in average. Matchmakers, the mint matchmakers, these burst onto the scenes just like Micah Richards. They were sensational. They do get stuck in your teeth, which is blooming annoying, but it's just part of the parcel. I like mint chocolate. You know I like mint chocolate. And it's not as good as After Eight, it's not as good as Aero, but it's definitely up there. And I'll tell you what, where do we go with this? I'm going to go just above the Oreo one. The Oreo is kind of like my benchmark stuff. Like, because that's like a middle tier decent one. So anything better than that goes above. Anything worse goes below. Okay, Matchmakers Orange. I'm not too much of a fan of a zesty orange zingy feeling. They are nice though. I've had these before. They are nice, but they're just not got anything on the mint. Where would I put orange flavoured chocolate? Just above the mint cream one. Just because that's creamy mint. And I'm a bit scared of that one still. I'll try one day. Milky Way Crispy Rolls. These were discontinued for ages, weren't they? But I was lucky enough to try one the other week. Home bargain selling for 19p, so I get on that. And they're good. They're good. They don't blow me away. They're nostalgic more than anything. They're just like a nice crispy roll, as you know, it says on tin. I think I'd probably prefer it to a Boost these days because I mean it's quite wafery like a Kit Kat, but it's a very different wafer. It's more like a Ferrero Rocher wafer. Okay, then we have a plain Milky Way. These don't really do it for me. They're just like a whole lot of nothing. And you get them in celebrations, perhaps. A bit mere, isn't it, really? Milky Way, you can go just above Orange Matchmakers. Then we have Milky Bar. This is white chocolate with that annoying, stupid little guy on him. He annoys me quite a lot, this man, to be honest with you. And it kind of brings down the overall ranking quite a bit. The thing with white chocolate, especially if it's in such a pure form like this, I'll have one bit. That's really nice. Go for a second bit. I want to be sick. I hate my life. It's just so sickly. It's not really chocolate either, is it? I prefer it to the first three. It's average. It's, you know, it's below average really, but it's not quite dirt. Mini eggs. The smell of these is obviously beautiful. It's a nice vanilla fragrance on the shell. Inside you get a nice crisp. You get that chocolate as well. It's a really good way of doing crispy chocolate. It's like if a Smartie was designed by an engineer or a person who designs stuff, architect. Like, it's so clever. It's genius. It's genius. And I will put these. Oh, they're not quite top, but they're not far off. Let me tell you that. I'd take them over a Bueno. I'd take them over Bourneville. I'm going to put them in the top of decent, actually. Top of decent. Fair play, we have a new top of decent, everyone. So next up we have minstrels, which I thought I did earlier. I like the minstrels because you don't get sticky fingers because they've kind of got like a crispy outer. They're better than the Counters then, because I thought they were them. I'm going to put just below the Dairy Milk. M&M's. Next we have the plain chocolate M&M's. These always run me the wrong way growing up. Didn't really like them. They're just not that good, the plain chocolate ones, to be honest with you. I like the crisp, but that's about it that I like from them. I think it's better than the plain chocolate. I'll put it just above the mint again, because I don't know what it is about the buttons and the Freddo. They just rub me the wrong way a little bit. Next up we have the crispy M&M's, I presume. These are really good. They remind me of like a year 6 residential because I had them like pay like £4 for them in a shop probably. And now they're really expensive. You used to be able to get them for £1 from like the Co-op, and now they're like £2 odd. Disgraceful. I think they're better than Magic Stars. I'll put them there. They're better than Magic Stars because it's hard to rank the like grab and pop ones rather than a chocolate bar. They're two different entities. Unit M&Ms. I remember hearing like a stat from my PE teacher was like, if you get one of them, you have to run around a football pitch like 4 times to burn it off, which is crazy. They're very calorific. Are they better than Crispies? For a long time I thought not, but maybe as I'm maturing into a man, I'm gonna put them above the crispy M&M. Next up we have Munchies, which are basically just they're like Rolos, but I feel like they feel a bit fancy. I think they might have a bit of wafer going on in there, or a bit of crunch or something. I don't know. They get them in the tube. It's nice. It's nice. Not much more than nice though, Munchies. No, respect your place. I'm gonna put you. I think you're above the fries cream because that one. I'm unsure. I've not had that one. I'd have to try it before I deny it, but it scares me. Picnic. That's basically like a fruit and nut, but with a lot more fruit and nut. First time I had a picnic, I was going to a football tournament. Mum says, "Oh, there's a picnic in the cupboard for you," and I was just looking around looking for my picnic, like an actual sandwich, you know, all that sort of thing. Before I realised it's just a chocolate bar. Don't know why that's all I got packed, but yeah, they're fine, aren't they? They're a mighty fine bar. Not like top 10 or anything like that. I think they go just above a Boost because I think a Boost these days is lacking something. Maybe when I had more of a sweet tooth when I was younger, I used to just love anything. But I think they lack a bit of depth now, a Boost. Poppets. I've never had Poppets before. What are they? Are they just like Maltesery type things? What do they say on them? Chewy toffee. Where would I put? I think that's probably in the right place. To be fair, yeah, I'll put them there. Peppermint Poppets. They can go just above. They can go there. I don't know anything about them. That's a guess. Tell me if you like Poppets. I've never had them. Reese's. Okay, these are Reese's peanut butter cups. I used to love these for a bit. Gone off them a little bit now, but they're still nice. They're still a good chocolate opportunity. I would put you. I mean, we've got peanut butter there, just below the peanut butter. No, above the peanut butter. Chunky. Okay, my thing is getting really full, guys. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. I apologise if that ruins the video for everyone. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Then we have Reese's, a bar of Reese's? Nut bar. I feel like I've had one of these before, actually. It was really nice. I think it's got to go around the same, but I've put it above a Lion bar just because, yeah. I think that's the best thing to come out of America in terms of chocolate, the Reese's. They're quite nice. Revels, are these just like balls of stuff, like caramel or crunchy? They remind me of the planets they used to do. That reminds me of swimming as well, where you have like Jupiter and Mars and all that. I don't think it's Jupiter, but I think they probably go just a bit above these random guys. We'll put them above. We'll put them there. Put them there, Rebels. I don't remember anything about you. I think you're caramel. I don't know. A Galaxy Ripple, I remember getting these from Tesco. They were fancy. They had a picture of like a chef doing something on them. They're nice. They are nice. They're a good plain chocolate bar. And they're a bit better than the plain Galaxy, I would say, which is put there. So I'm going to put it just above a plain Galaxy. Wow, the living situation is getting rough, guys. Rolos. I prefer when they come to chew for a start, so I'm going to put them there. Smarties next. They're a bit meh. I feel like sometimes they taste a little bit zesty, which I'm not a fan of. Not in my chocolate. I don't really like chocolate orangey stuff, flavoured stuff anyway. Smarties, you can go just above Rolos. Oh no, above Munchies as well. Yeah, not as good as plain chocolate M&Ms, even though I don't really like them either. Snickers, I like a Snickers. Not my favourite bar. I'm not going to rave about it, but I do like a Snickers. It has to be said. It's like one of the best of the ordinary chocolate bars. I'm going to put it above Bounty. Like, out of the celebrations, I think it's probably my favourite. Starbar, is that a peanut butter one? I've never had a Starbar. It's nice, but I feel like there's too much peanut butter in there for me, having eaten that just then. I think the Reese's one looks nicer for some reason. It's going to go just below there, though. Malteser's chocolate bar, very average indeed for me. Never really does it for me. You go just above a plain Aero for me. The chocolate tastes really cheap from Maltesers, I think, like that. Chocolate orange, I don't mind a chocolate orange. It's the only form of orange flavoured chocolate I do actually like. It's quite good. It's nothing special. It makes it to the bottom of decent. It's better than average, but not much more than that. It's an acquired taste with a timeout wafer, which is just looks like a worse version of a Kit Kat, to be honest. So taking that into consideration, Kit Kat's there. We'll notch that down to like there, just above the fries mint cream. Toblerone. Oh, Toblerone's good, isn't it? There's a lot of flavours of Toblerone now as well. It's really inconvenient to eat because of the shape and like how much do you get? Because I feel like if you want a chocolate bar, you're not just gonna get one piece and then you feel like fat if you get like 5. Not that you have to get 5, but you know it always happens. And I'm gonna put it above a Bounty. Oh, it's better than Snickers as well, I'd say. Oh, it's better than Marvelous Creation, just below the White Bueno. It's a solid chocolate bar. Toffee Crisp, very meh for me. It reminds me of my packed lunches. I've never known to be the type of guy to pack a chocolate bar on my packed lunch, but in like year 10 or 11, I feel like I bring one sometimes and it was just very meh. I might have even had like a rip-off version of it, which made my perception even worse. Really bad. I'm going to put it below Milky Bar, and that's crazy. Toffee, I feel like these seem quite expensive, but they taste quite cheap and tacky for me. A bit like wax. I'd say below M&M, but better than Smarties. So that's a very fine margin. A Topic. I don't think I've ever had a Topic. It looks nutty. It looks nice. I'm sorry, guys, for this one, I just don't have a clue, so I'm just going to have to make an assessment and put it above Caramac. Takes you like... Get in the bin. I had one of these coming home from a holiday in the airport when I was like 10. It's just, why would you cut a Turkish delight in chocolate? What's the need? It's nice without. Both things are nice without. Don't mix them. Twirls. That's just like a flake, but with chocolate on it, which kind of ruins the whole fun texture part. It's kind of like a Ripple, but it's just nowhere near as good. A twirl, I've never been excited over a twirl in my life. I can tell you that for free. Having said that, it's not terrible, and I put it below Munchies. I prefer Munchies over a twirl. Twix White and normal Twix. I've never had a Twix White in my life. I think Twixes are quite rubbish, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Twixes are just... It's like a Millionaire Shortbread if it was rubbish. I like a Millionaire Shortbread, but it just feels so stale. It's not that good. I think a Twix White, again, for the boring bars, I think a bit of white chocolate might spice it up a little bit. I'm not saying it'd be amazing by any means. Just above Smarties, below Toffee, and then normal Twix are a bit worse. You can go below 12. Walnut Whip, I had one of these once. I don't really like marshmallows. I like them toasted, but that's about it. So I don't want a soggy marshmallow covered in chocolate with a walnut on top. I'll have the walnut, I'll have a bit of chocolate. That's about it. And I think it can go in dirt. I'm sorry, but if you offered me a walnut whip, if I had a chance to get any chocolate bar in the world and a walnut whip came into my hands, I'd be like, what are the chances? I'm so unlucky. Whisper Gold. I feel like I might have only had one of these once. It's got caramel, isn't it? Hasn't it? It's nice, but not that nice. I think Whispers I've gone off. I used to like a lot. Now, not so much. I think it's probably better than a plain Whisper Gold. Than a plain Whisper, sorry. Below Munchies, though. And then a plain Whisper. That can go just above a 12. So they're neck and neck, aren't they? Then found that Yorkie, Fruit and Nut, they used to be called Not for Men, but we don't say that anymore. Not for women, sorry, not for men. They were for men, very much so. I like Fruit and Nut again. I think this gets to going decent. Or is it Fruit and Biscuit? I think it's Fruit and Biscuit. I do like this, you know. I do like this. I put it there, just below the M&M's in decent. That's a good bar. And finally, plain Yorkie. What a random one to end it on. Plain chocolate for me doesn't do it as much as like good chocolate. It's good plain chocolate, but not the best. And I'm going to put it just above the plain dairy milk. It's indecent still. It's indecent. But yeah, and that is my entire ranking, guys. And we haven't got a top yet, so I think now might be a good time to choose the best chocolate bar from the UK. I'm going to put Dairy Milk Whole Nut. I'm going to do it. I don't know if I agree with myself, because I'm looking at this and there might be some better options, but from this tier list, that's what I think is the best. I'm hungry, I haven't had my dinner yet, so maybe I'm just fancying some nuts. I don't know, not that I have nuts for dinner, what? But yeah, that is my tier list, guys, and I hope you did enjoy this video. I'm sorry I could not get the food and eat it. It's made me very hungry, this video. If it gets 1,200,000 likes, I will buy this food and eat it. Any less, it's not happening. And any more, it's not happening either. So get on exactly, guys. That might be a bit optimistic. But thank you so much for watching. I've been Joshua Boy. Will continue to be Joshua Boy.